Recycling is important, and the Mid-Michigan Waste Authority provides that service to 34 communities in Saginaw County. But the lines on what can and cannot be recycled can sometimes get a little blurry. We're here with Saginaw County Treasurer Tim Novak. Thanks so much for being with us today.
Good morning.
Good morning. All right, so first of all, what are some of the things that can be recycled?
So some of the things you can recycle, cardboard's an easy one, as long as it's empty, broken down and flat, and the pieces can't be more than 3 foot by 3 foot square. Aluminum cans, steel cans, paper's all good to recycle. Plastic containers, number 1 and number 2, they have the little racing arrows with the number in between them. So some examples of that would be milk jugs, detergents, water bottles, juice containers, and shampoo containers. Those are all the things that you should be recycling and things to put in your bin. And they should be dry and loose in your bin.
All right, so we want to recycle, but we don't want to be wishful recyclers. What does that mean?
Right, so we don't want to be a wish cycler. And I used to think, even I was guilty of that, right? Because you think, well, if I just dump everything in the recycle bin, and I will be hopeful and will wish that that when it gets to the facility, it'll get sorted out. And what happens is it's not what's happening. Is they end up, if it's in a bag that can't be recycled, like a plastic bag, they all end up throwing it away. And what's doing is driving the costs of these items or the process up, and it's not efficient.
Yeah, that's no good. So what cannot be recycled then? We did talk about things that can be, what can't be.
Right, so things you don't want to recycle, plastic bags, used pizza boxes, or anything that has food items or greasy items on it. Glass can't be recycled, and foam, those are maybe ones that probably people are guilty of putting in there. So no foam items, no glass, plastic utensils and straws, that kind of stuff is just, don't put them in the recycle bin, because they end up having to put those in the trash anyway, and once again it drives the cost up and makes things less efficient.
So speaking of, why are the costs of curbside recycling going up?
So what's happened is if you don't know, we export a ton of recyclable materials to China in particular, and what was happening on the other end of this thing is the quality of the materials that was there was not becoming as well, and so China and other countries have increased the standards of what they'll even accept. So they're turning containers down. They won't allow them to come there and things like that. So because on the other end of it, the costs are driving up. Now they're asking the consumer on the front end of it. So here we are on the front end of the recycling to just be smart. Don't be a wish cycler. Don't do like I used to do and dump everything in the bucket.
I think we've all been guilty about that at some point.
You know, so and it's well intentioned, but it's just something to think about, because as the costs go up, they're having to hire more people on the assembly lines. They're slowing the assembly lines down on our end of it, investing in technology and things like that. So as the costs go up, there's just things that we can do as consumers to help keep costs down.
Yeah, and do your part, right?
Absolutely.
All right, well, thank you so much for being with us. And if you at home have any questions about recycling in your area, be sure to contact your recycling provider. And if you have any questions that you would like to ask the county, send them to WNEM@WNEM.com.